Good morning, it's Wednesday. I've been farming for the last couple of days. We did nearly 15 hours on Monday and just over 12 hours yesterday. And then it started to rain, so we had to close play. And that's why I'm here this morning, because it rained overnight and yesterday evening. So we're probably not going to start harvesting until this afternoon. So I'm having a couple of hours up here to just to kill some time. I was hoping to do some MOT repairs on that Discovery. Just needed a front spring, funnily enough, because that had snapped on the end, but I can't get hold of the owner, so I'm going to run out of time. Even if I get hold of him now, I'm going to run out of time to do it. So I think what I'm going to do is potentially wash the Freelander, but I've just come into the workshop to this. A big puddle underneath the 90. I think it's coming from the power steering pump, the unions on that. I've just cleaned it all up with brake cleaner. I'll leave it till I can come back another time and see where it's coming from. I've made a note of how much fluid's in the bottle, so we'll see if it is that. I think there's a bit of water on there as well, but yeah, the coolant level is still on the limit. So I think if it is, it's only residual from something else, or it's only a tiny amount. But obviously, water pools on top of oil, doesn't it? So right. That is the state of the Freelander. I'm hoping I can, because my water isn't on in the workshop at the moment. They're redoing all the water feeds, so I'm going to run this up the top of the yard and probably plug my jet washer in their tap at the top of the yard. So let's get it out. Right, so have a look at it now. We'll see if we can get it a bit cleaner. Especially this side. This side was against the hedge, so it's minging. So let's let's get it round there and get it jet washed. Right, I mean, it still needs another proper wash with proper chemicals, but the jet wash and a sponge hasn't done too bad. It's come up okay. I can live with that. As I say, probably give it a good snow foam, a good wash, maybe even a tea cut and polish. But yeah, it seems to have come up all right. The interior is the next disgusting thing. There's a bit of something on that wing that I didn't see before. There's a few scratches on the door there, and obviously there's a dent in the quarter that I already knew about, but other than that, it's come up okay. Lights need a polish. I need to get a fog surround. So yeah, but it's the inside next. The inside is bloody disgusting, and I ain't doing that today. I haven't got time. I don't even know where to start with that, to be fair. Right, so it's the afternoon of just after me cleaning the Freelander. They don't think we're going to go combining today, so I've done my checks on my tractor. We've been and done a couple of jobs for the local village, and now I am moving trailers about. What you've got to remember it on harvest as well is obviously there's a high risk of field fires, so we have a massive water bowser that we move round each time we combine. So it's not just the combine and the header that has to go, it's also a bowser trailer. So we're going to start somewhere different tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. So I'm just picking this bowser up and moving it to where we're going to be, and then apparently I've got to move a digger later as well, so that's another job. But I'll hang on, if I can get this out of the holder. Not my best angle. So there's the bowser. So yeah, just a twin axle bowser. So I'm just going to pick it up and move it. So yeah, I need two hands unfortunately to press all the buttons, so I can't even show you. But yeah, let me move it and then I'll come back to you. This is fun. I've got to go around the whole field. So finally I got to the point where I needed to be, and my task was to clear this area. Basically this was mound of, I think it's where they've dug out the ditch and piled it all up. So my job is to distribute it as wide as I can across the field, so then they can cultivate it back in. If I might be able to show you. So there you go. All the way down the side is the spoils from the ditch. So yeah, I've got to carry all the way down there. Maybe not all today. Well, definitely not all today. But maybe not all at once. This is probably just while we can't harvest. So yeah, I'm having fun today. I'm being paid to sit on a digger and actually make a mess, which is what they want me to do. So I'm enjoying myself. I've got my earpods in and I'm raving away. So I'll continue. Right, so back on the V8 this morning because we're late to harvest apparently today. And as you can see down there is a snap spring on this side, which the MOT advised. So we need to, yeah, get this out. This is going to be fun. I need to get the wire brush out first, give all them bolts a clean off, and then pop the bonnet and undo the shock from the top and try and get this tower off. So with the bonnet open and the water bottle just lifted off its clips, you can see the shock tower. So we're obviously going to undo the big nut first and then drop our ratchet down the back to undo the 13 mils that hold the tower on. Right, so with the shock towers off, you can see all the way down there. You might not be able to because it probably won't focus, but there's two 13 mil bolts that hold the bottom of the shock on. You can just see one there, and obviously I've got the ratchet on the other one. So I've got to undo both of them, pull the shock out, and then we'll be able to put the axle on an axle stand and use the jack to lift the chassis just to release a bit of tension on the spring. And there we go, the spring is out. So now let's put the other one I've got back in and put it all back together. Simple as that. I'm just waiting for the air compressor to charge up so I can use the gun on the spring compressors. But what I've done is just put the bolts back in the spring platform, because obviously once the spring's in, if that twists slightly, you're going to struggle to get that straight again. But you can reach through and obviously take the bolts back out. So yeah, so I've bolted that, not tightly, just bolted it in so the bolts go through into the thread so that doesn't move, and then we can lift the spring in, and then jobs are good and put it all back together. Right, so that's done. It can now go for its retest. But while I'm here, there's one other thing I've got to check, and that is the leak on the Defender. I cleaned all this up yesterday, so as you can see, it is pooling. Oh no, my finger's too close for that. It's pooling at the bottom of that union there for the power steering, and obviously running down the casing and across and down. So it's obviously that's leaking. So I need to get a spanner on there and nip that up if I can. Otherwise I'm going to have to drain the system, undo all that, put a load of PTFE around it and put it back on. But I'll try the tightening first. I won't bother today. I'll let it sit a bit longer, but I've got to get back to the farm. So, right, at least we know what it is.